Yeah, I'm 10, 12 years in, I got 4 MVPs and 4 championships. Like, but do I still want to do this shit? You know what I'm saying?
You know how hard it is.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
Right?
Yeah. And then I want to come back. Or some people say, I'm going to go 22 straight.
Artis Gilmore told me one time, he played for Chicago, he said, if you expect to play a long time in this league, you better quit mopping up the floor. And I thought, well, he's crazy, because that's what basketball is all about.
Bird takes it away from Wilkins, goes to the floor and gets it up ahead.
Larry Bird just reportedly fired back at LeBron James and Kevin Durant. And you need to hear what he said. The legendary Celtics forward has stayed mostly quiet during the ongoing debates about modern NBA players versus the old guard, but according to sources close to Bird, something Kevin Durant said on LeBron's podcast crossed a line that even Larry couldn't ignore anymore. Bird built his entire career on one principle: show up and compete. Every single night. No excuses, no load management, no sitting out because you're tired. That mentality defined Bird's career. He played through back problems so severe that he had to lay on the floor before games just to get ready. He competed hard, played injured, and did it all with pride because he understood something that apparently needs to be explained to today's superstars. You owe everything to this game and to the fans who pay to watch you play. So when Durant casually threw shade at Michael Jordan on LeBron's Mind the Game podcast, Bird reportedly had enough. Bird views that comment as one of the most disrespectful things he's heard in modern basketball discourse.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
LeBron started laughing immediately. The camera caught it. They both knew exactly what they were doing, making Jordan's retirement sound like he quit on the game, while LeBron's longevity made him somehow tougher or more dedicated. But here's the problem with Durant's cute little comment. It completely ignores the context of why Jordan retired in 1993, and that context changes everything. Jordan didn't wake up one morning and decide he was bored with basketball. His father was murdered that summer, killed in cold blood during a robbery. James Jordan, the man who pushed Michael to greatness, was gone. And Michael Jordan, at the absolute peak of his powers, walked away from basketball to honor his father's memory and pursue the dream they'd talked about, playing professional baseball. So when Durant casually throws out "some people play baseball" with that smirk on his face, he's not just being ignorant, he's being disrespectful. He's reducing one of the most painful moments in Jordan's life to a punchline. And LeBron, sitting right there laughing along, co-signed it. Let's talk about when Jordan actually retired. Was it after a first-round playoff exit? After getting embarrassed in the finals? No. Jordan retired after winning his 3rd straight championship. He reached the absolute pinnacle of basketball and did something Magic Johnson never did, something Larry Bird never did, something Isaiah Thomas never did, a three-peat. And he did it while dealing with the grief of losing his father. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Who's making these comments? Kevin Durant, one of the biggest quitters in NBA history. In 2016, after losing to the Warriors in the playoffs, Durant joined them. He joined the team that beat him, the 73-win team that already had Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. That move is widely considered the most spineless decision in league history. And it didn't stop there. Since leaving Golden State, Durant quit on Brooklyn, demanded a trade, couldn't handle the pressure. Then he went to Phoenix and quit on them too. This is the guy calling Michael Jordan a quitter. Then there's LeBron. When things got tough in Cleveland the first time, he took his talents to South Beach. When the Heat started declining in 2014, he bolted back to Cleveland. Then when that didn't work out, he ran to Los Angeles. Every time adversity hit, LeBron found the nearest exit. The disrespect didn't end with the baseball comment either. Durant kept going, talking about how the real goal for an NBA player should be playing 20 years, not winning championships, not MVPs, not maximizing your talent every single season, just longevity, just sticking around. And LeBron agreed, nodding along like this was some profound truth. This is where Jordan's entire philosophy destroys their argument.
What do you think of when you hear the term load management thrown around?
It shouldn't be needed, first and foremost. You know, I never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to prove. The fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy.
Michael Jordan never chased longevity. He chased perfection. Every single season, his goal was simple: maximize himself, maximize his team, win championships, dominate on both ends of the floor.
No, because when I play hard all the time. You know, there's no turn it on here, turn it off here. It's just 110% all.
Jordan played 15 years total, but really only 13 full seasons. In that time, he won 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, 5 regular season MVPs, 10 scoring titles, and made 9 all-defensive teams. That's not just impressive, that's near perfection. Now look at Durant and LeBron combined. They've played 39 seasons, nearly 3 times as long as Jordan's peak. And what do they have to show for it? 6 championships total, 5 MVPs, 6 finals MVPs, 5 scoring titles, and 5 all-defensive selections combined. In almost 40 years of basketball, they accomplished less than Jordan did in basically a decade. Twice the time, half the results.
I twist my ankle, and I had a teammate, David Greenwood. He says, you know, you twist your ankle, young fella, come over and sit with me. You know, this is you need to. I said, no, man, I'm trying to make a name for myself. There's no way I can sit. You know, I need to get out there and show what I'm capable of. I want to play. I want to win. I want to make an impact.
That was Jordan's mentality from day one. When he came into the league as a rookie in 1984, he played all 82 games. This was in an era where the game was harder, more physical, and the travel was brutal. Teams flew commercial, had one trainer and one strength coach. Back-to-backs were constant, and yet players still showed up. In the 1999-2000 season alone, 58 players played all 82 games. Compare that to today. The worst years for availability in NBA history are happening right now in the 2020s, when players have every advantage imaginable. Private jets, entire medical staffs, sports science, state-of-the-art training facilities, and they're playing less than ever. Why? Because the mindset changed.
You know, the fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy way up on top who probably worked his ass off to get a ticket or to get money to buy the ticket.
You really cared about the guy who sat in the top deck at the Palace in Auburn Hills to watch you when you came to Detroit?
Yeah, because I know he's probably yelling at me and I want to shut him up.
That's the difference. Jordan respected the game. He respected the fans. He understood that being an NBA player is a privilege, not a burden. When you make $95 million and you're sitting out games because you're tired, that's a slap in the face to everyone who paid to see you play.
Let me tell you about why it was important to me, because that's all I'm going to say. My parents, I didn't come from very much. And for Christmas, my parents got me a ticket to go watch the San Antonio Spurs because David Robinson was my favorite player. One ticket. My dad, who worked security and scrubbed floors and did all that stuff, he dropped me off at the game, gave me $5, and I went in there by myself because my family couldn't afford to come to the game.
That's who these players are sitting out on. That's who they're disrespecting with load management. LeBron has only played a full 82-game season once in his entire career, once in over 20 years. Guys like Bird, Kobe, Duncan, even Allen Iverson did it multiple times. And here's the thing. When LeBron rests, when he load manages, it sends a message to the entire league. If the best player can sit out, why can't everyone else? It trickles down. Role players start resting, bench guys start resting. The whole league adopts the mentality that games don't really matter unless it's the playoffs.
This rest stuff just drives me crazy. You're playing basketball for a living, okay? I understand if you're working in a coal mine, that you may need a rest day after it. You're playing basketball.
Kevin McHale summed it up perfectly. Jordan's era was different because Jordan set a different standard. When Michael Jordan was the face of the NBA, players showed up. They competed, they played through injuries. Jordan himself missed 64 games one season with a broken foot. Management wanted him shut down for the year. Jordan refused. He came back and played limited minutes, but when the game was on the line with 30 seconds left, he demanded to be on the floor. Do you really care about the guy who sat in the top deck? Yeah, because I know he's probably yelling at me. I want to shut him up. If guys are coming to watch me play, I don't want to miss that opportunity. Physically, if I can't do it, then I can't do it. But if I can do it, and I just don't feel like doing it, that's a whole different lens.
What is it, load management?
Yeah, right.
Like, Can you imagine somebody telling me, we gonna rest you tonight? What do you mean rest me? It's a game.
Or you coming into the season and going like this, I got 82 games, count on me missing 20.
No.
We can't have a guy making $95 million saying, I can't play basketball 4 days a week. You can't ask fans to pay that money for a guy making $95 million won't play back-to-back games.
I love the NBA game, but then I turn on to a game, right? And then the stars are not playing because of Lowe's management. It's hurting the game.
Jordan and Larry Bird both played under 15 full seasons. Why? Because they left everything on the floor every single night, diving for balls, playing lockdown defense, doing whatever it took to win. They didn't pace themselves. They didn't think about year 20. They thought about that night's game and that year's championship. Durant and LeBron have been playing for their own individual glory for years now. Stats, points, all-time leaderboards. Jordan said if he cared about scoring records, he would have kept playing, chasing Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But he didn't care about that. He cared about rings. He cared about winning.
Michael Jordan, the Magic Johnsons, Larry Bird, Charles Barkley's, we earned what we got. When the corporate America came to us, we had a game that could validate their admiration and
sponsorship and all that, yeah.
Now they get that before they play one game.
Yeah.
So you're rolling the dice to see if this kid's ever going to be good or not.
Yeah.
So in essence, you're paying the kid off of potential.
Yeah.
That he may be great.
You don't think that's good?
No, because I think it sets bad work ethic. When you get something so easily, you're not going to work as hard.
So when Durant says the goal is playing 20 years, he's exposing the difference between his generation and Jordan's. Jordan's goal was never to just stick around. It was to dominate, to be the best, to leave a legacy that nobody could touch. And he did that in 13 full seasons. Durant and LeBron have had almost 40 combined seasons, and they're still chasing Jordan's ghost. Here's the kicker. NBC recently brought Michael Jordan back into the NBA fold. Why? Because even now, even after retiring over 20 years ago, Jordan has more power and influence than anyone in the game today. If Jordan speaks, people listen. If Jordan says players should compete, should play every game, should respect the fans, that message resonates. That's Jordan's real response to Durant and LeBron. Not words, not a podcast, not a Twitter rant. His response is his continued relevance. His response is that his name still carries more weight than anyone playing today. And according to sources, that's exactly what Larry Bird has been saying privately. Bird reportedly told friends that Jordan doesn't need to defend himself because his career speaks louder than anything Durant or LeBron could ever say. Durant and LeBron can laugh on their podcast all they want. They can dismiss rings, dismiss everything Jordan built. But at the end of the day, they're still measured against him. Every debate still comes back to him. Every all-time list still has him at the top. And no amount of longevity will ever change that. Because Michael Jordan didn't chase years. He chased greatness. And greatness doesn't need 20 years to prove itself. It just needs one moment, one game, one season to show the world what the best looks like. Jordan had 13 of those seasons. Durant and LeBron combined still haven't matched him, so yeah, Michael Jordan responded to Durant and LeBron, and Larry Bird is backing him up. They just didn't need to say their names to do it. Their legacy, their mindset, their entire approach to basketball, that's the response. And it's louder than anything anyone could ever say on a podcast. If you think today's NBA has lost its way, hit that like button. If you think players need to start respecting the game and the fans again, drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. And if you want to see more breakdowns exposing what's really going on in basketball, make sure you subscribe because this conversation is far from over.